Hello, and welcome to IB Tutovids. I'm Jordan Dermaz, and this is about the square deal. Now, the square deal was a concept created by Theodore Roosevelt during his presidency when discussing businesses, the government, and their workers. Now, during this time period, unions have become prominent, and rights for workers have become more of a social issue, more of a political issue than it had been before. Now, the cause of really all of this is the anthracite coal strike. Now, 147,000 coal miners under the Union for Mine Workers, if I'm not mistaken, asked for a wage cut, hour decrease, and recognition of the union. But the Anthracite Coal Association under Bear, the CEO, if you may, believed that these workers had no rights, and thought that Roosevelt was going to bring the military in to stop these workers from protesting. But no. What President Roosevelt did shocked the United States. He wanted a square deal. He wanted to bring the CEO, Bear, in. He wanted to bring the leader of the union in, and he wanted to talk to them and discuss and negotiate. Bear, on the other hand, was inherently racist. And what I mean by this is that he believed that these people can't even speak English. They can't even make a deal. They don't even understand what they're saying. They won't know anything, and I don't want to be in the same room with them. And they work for him, and they make him millions. So Roosevelt was frustrated with this and threatened to shut down the corporation. And this is really the first time you see the government getting involved with corporations. And before this, in the 19th century, a concept of laissez-faire, having separation of government and corporations, this was really going against that. But in a way, it's for the benefit of the people. Now, understanding this is really 3 C's, and this is something from my teacher that she says is very, very important to remember when you're talking about the square deal. And now this is really the 3 balances that Roosevelt wanted to achieve. 3 things he wanted to give to them. And that's the corporations, the consumers, and the conservation. And the corporation is really by, that corporation C is really trying to limit the corporations, limit the power that they have, by letting the consumers have a side in the decisions. So before, this was really the only section of the business life. But after Roosevelt's square deal, consumers are really brought into a scale. Now, consumers are now able to have fair prices and not to be treated unfairly. They used to work long hours and get paid nearly nothing. And for this, it's really hard to work. And so when unions are formed, it's very difficult for that union to be voiced anyway. So Roosevelt really did support this unionization. He's really the first progressive president, as we'll discuss, as you'll see being discussed throughout IB History of the Americas. Now, conservation is also another very important thing. It promoted the discussion between workers and leaders in the company, and really trying to conserve what the company means, while also trying to conserve the rights of the people. So this also means that the square deal is conserved, that the idea that there's a negotiation. It isn't choosing one side over another. There's a negotiation, it's fair, and in either case, either side wins. Now overall, 3 C's are really what's being balanced. And I put it in the square because you can picture it, C, C, C in a square. So that you remember the corporations, the consumers, and conservation. Now when talking about this, I like to mention the anthracite coal strike. It is not important, but is a great example and a little bit of background on why this square deal exists under Theodore Roosevelt. And remember, workers wanted a decrease, wanted a cut, but corporations, that would make them lose money. So if you think about along that lines of what would a corporation think and what would a consumer think and what would the worker think, then that's the case. Now, one point I want to mention is consumers. I may have misspoken. Consumers mean who is buying the product. Now, once it becomes publicity on how the workers are being treated, consumers now can choose what corporation they want. Do they want a corporation that treats their workers fairly? They don't want a corporation that treats their workers poorly. And also, for the consumers, they get fair prices now. They get prices that that are realistic and not too high. And that's another point of Roosevelt Square deal, is that corporations aren't monopolizing everything and jacking up prices over to what they should be. The information on the Square deal is posted on my website at tudovids.weebly.com. If you have any questions, please email me at ibtudovids@gmail.com or post your question in the comment section of this video. The website link is posted in the description. Thank you, and have a great day.